Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
We'll try to run it with the option. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. Running right through tacklers. 4 set of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Breaking free at the 35. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Orangeman. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to a 41.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Ready?
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Running with purpose. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll run it from the gun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. As a design quarterback keeper. Across the 45 now. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to throw it deep, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Cromenhoek. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Using his legs here. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And here comes the punter onto the field. On the return, it's Gibson. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. One more play before they head to the locker room. Scanning the field, it's Kromenhoek. He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. First down, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Here's that defense shifting again. And at first down, they go right back to him. Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. Hands off to the left. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Running play called on third and short. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Receiver makes the grab, Looks like Syracuse will have the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Kromenhoek. Running out of time in the pocket. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he slings this pass over the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Noles will have to kick it away.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Now it's second down here. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They're going to run the option. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Syracuse lines up quickly. We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Only a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Syracuse. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Bringing it out, it's Gibson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Checks this down to the running back. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
So the Syracuse offense has back out onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports